A War Without Age is a historical history of more than 5 decades that thinks about how to understand how the minors' age recruiting has happened on the part of all the actors armed in the country and why this phenomenon persists. The report of the National Center of Historical Memory documents that in addition to increasing the lines of combatants, the children, girls, and adolescents have been used for other offices and activities related to the war and the drug trafficking. The age minors have fulfilled functions inside the lines of the armed groups like uncouth, trustees, radistas, nurses, combatants, guards and cooks. Ranchers, in charge of works associated with kitchen. Trustees, in charge of works of endowments handling and especially of food and other articles about personal care. I had a trustee who was going out and buying everything what was the remittance, was buying the kits of cleaning of the fighting men, and the kit of cleaning of the fighting women. Radistas, person designated for the handling of the radio of communication. Nurses, person entrusted to take care of the patients for diverse reasons, including injured men in combat. Combatants, person who was taking part of the combats with different status in handling of weapon or others. Guards, person entrusted to realize the custody in the established day. Cooks, person designated for the making of the food. Commander of square, person who is supervised by a group of persons. Normally it is the smallest level of the armed structure. The conflict armed in the populations and cities also has used minors. These are the main illegal activities that they put. Cart, messengers, to carry weapon, to take information, even it is you who see in the cabins sometimes children there with the military men the whole day because they do not have anything more that to do, then a little the complex relation of the children put there being that this can be a military target, etc. Bell founder, activities related to activities like intelligence, to offer information about movements of the persons who enter, go out or remain in a certain stage. The bell founder is that informs the police officer's entry. These activities are carried out in municipal heads or in its surroundings. Messenger or messenger, that one that takes information, messages, or message. Porter, the porter is the one that spends contraband for the river and there is called he a porter because contraband puts itself on its shoulders be called a flour, toilet paper, and they go away below the bridge being exhibited that they kill, and yesterday a Venezuelan guard killed a Mr. Porter. These porters generally are the wrongly placed people, the injured people, the people in extreme poverty that does not have another revenue. Backpacker, the one that was transporting the fragmentation grenades to surrender to the adult who was taking the weapon. Reference to paramilitary groups in Cordova. Cailturo, associated principally with activities like keeping and transporting elements of the armed group like, money, you arm, mine, between others. Pangaro, that one who handles a way of fluvial transport, Ponga. These transports are not own of the armed group, mostly they do part of commercial activities of the territories. But the armed groups generate an approach to these children and adolescents who lead them. They pay away from them so that present collaboration transporting materials of the armed group or members of the same one. Tadiro, person who devotes herself to different activities.